Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look,
everywhere
there's
you
a heart, there's a heart I'm here to hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look, of somebody who needs you. When you're lost out there and you're all alone, the light is waiting to carry you home.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look. Dun, dun. Welcome to another episode of a Fuller House Experience. I'm Ryan.
Hi, I'm Craig.
And we've taken a look at the first two episodes of Fuller House, now taking a look at episode 3. Craig, before we begin, maybe we should look up how long that drive is from Los Angeles to San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to tap away here. I'm just going to look it up.
Because now, I don't want to jump too far ahead, but Joey's here.
Joey is here.
Coming from
Las
Vegas.
I should also look up the distance from Las Vegas to LA.
I don't think it's that bad if he's flying. But
is he flying?
Oh.
So the drive from San Francisco to Los Angeles is 6 hours and 18 minutes.
Wow.
That's the drive.
I said 2 hours at first.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
So now not Los Angeles. So we'll check out San Francisco to Las Vegas. And that is a 9-hour drive.
Oh gosh.
So if he didn't fly, I'm going to assume he flew.
Yeah, he's doing 10 shows at
He's
the
doing 10
Venetian.
shows at the Venetian.
He can afford some flights.
He's got some money tucked away, I think it's safe to say. Also, he literally only came back to babysit.
Mm-hmm.
So I would not drive 9 hours for most anything, but especially not to babysit.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a look at episode 3 of Fuller House, which is called Funner House.
Wow.
You get it? I'm surprised their last name isn't Funner. So the episode opens up. Stephanie and Kimmy are both dressed up for a night out on the town. Either Stephanie says Kimmy's dress is on fleek, or Kimmy says Stephanie's dress is on fleek. It doesn't matter. The words on fleek are said.
They both say it actually.
They have an exchange. They have a selfie. They take a selfie.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie says, "Oh, it's great that we're getting along now." They take a selfie, and then Stephanie says, "Oh, I'm going to tag you on Instagram." Which is an Instagram reference. That's technology is good. DJ comes down. She says Fleek.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie declares the death of Fleek, and I think it's been dead for a few minutes at that point. Because once it's been said on Fuller House, it was already dead. Nobody says on Fleek anymore.
Yeah, their perception of, who they are as characters.
Yeah.
Like they killed it.
This show was written by 60-year-old men.
It wasn't DJ.
No.
It was Steph.
60-year-old men who looked up most popular phrases of 2015.
Instagram and
Fleek, Angry Birds.
Oh yeah.
Trump, Shark Week.
I think they were going on the Facebook trending.
Yeah, exactly.
Copy paste.
They just look at the top right of Facebook and DJ. She's not going out. She said she has to do laundry. That made me laugh. She's such a square.
Yeah. It's not a big task.
This, by the way, is an exact mirror of a. I think they're just taking the first season of Full House and they're just finding and replacing their names. Danny for DJ for Danny, Stephanie for Jesse, and Kimmy for Joey. Because this is the exact opening of a Full House episode about the three of them going out.
Mm-hmm.
And that one at least had some heart because Danny. I'm defending Full House.
You should, compared to Fuller House. I think it's a better show.
Danny, he wants to know whether he should take his wedding ring off.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is his first night going out after the death of his wife to a drunk driver. I think that's how she died.
It was very sad.
And that was like, oh, that's actually almost affecting from this show.
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing here. No heart in this show.
Yeah, they didn't address the dead husband.
No.
They could have.
She's just like, I have to do laundry.
They knew that they were copying the older show. Why didn't they talk about the dead husband?
I don't know. It seems like this show they just reanimated the corpse of Full House. They just dug it up.
Yep.
They pulled the skeleton out and they just did some experiment. And now it's back as a lifeless mummy.
Ugh.
Is that too far?
No.
Is that too extreme for this show? It's a Netflix show.
It's true.
DJ, she's not going out. Kimmy declares them the she-wolf pack. So she says, and she does the ears.
Yep.
She says, "Oh."
And they know it's bad.
Yeah.
They tell her to stop.
Yeah. They're like, that's stupid. I'm sure they're gonna love it by the end, though.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I wrote down literally the same plot line as the season 1 episode. And then Joey comes in. They said, "Oh, we found a babysitter." Joey comes in after his 9-hour drive. He's probably
from Las Vegas.
He's probably exhausted. He just performed at the Venetian. Just killed at the Venetian in Las Vegas. Big hotel, by the way. He comes in. He's wearing a Red Wings jersey. I wonder if he performed with that. He comes in with a Red Wings jersey. I think he's on like a Swagway or something.
Is he?
I think so.
I
it
didn't
didn't
catch
seem like
that.
he was walking. They didn't really point it out. And they didn't really show his feet, but it seemed like he was floating. On
Maybe that was another reference to the hoverboard thing. That's going on.
Thing?
Where it's a scooter, but it doesn't have handles. The thing that people do nowadays.
Yeah, I think it's a Swagway.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that? Yeah, I think it's a Swagway.
I thought it was called a hoverboard.
He might not have been. I put a question mark here.
So it may have been another just new reference.
Shoved a technology thing in there. And he's also holding Mr. Woodchuck. So he comes in, bursts through the door, the kitchen door. He's wearing a Red Wings jersey. He's possibly on a Segway, and he's holding Mr. Woodchuck. I would run away if I saw him. There's an Uber reference.
Yes.
I think DJ's wearing a dress now, and she says, "What if Uber sees my boobers?"
And then this is another instance of Joey inching towards Steph. She's the one that said it.
Yeah.
And just planted that joke.
Just for the putback slam of that joke.
Yeah. Well, what was it? Well, that means you don't have to tip.
Yeah.
And you could see him inching towards her.
That's your niece.
Oof.
Kids, there's a kids on the phones joke. Like the kids love technology.
Mm-hmm.
They're always on their phones.
It's the whole theme of this episode.
That's the 50th joke I think they made of kids on phones. Kids with technology.
And then adults on phones.
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone's on phones.
Again, this was written by 60-year-old men.
Mm-hmm.
Joey does an impression of somebody. I don't know who it was supposed to be.
Is this the old impression?
He does this old voice where he's talking to the baby. He's like, kids are always on their phones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was supposed to be
maybe he was doing an impression of the writers.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe Dave Coulier was winking at us there.
I hope so.
Maybe it was like Joe Pesci. He used to do Joe Pesci, but it didn't sound like Joe Pesci. It just seemed like a character he made up. That's fine, but I think isn't his thing impressions?
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. The three arrive at the club. Someone says, "Looking fierce, she-wolf pack." I think it was Kimmy.
Probably.
Looking fierce, she-wolf pack. Stephanie goes to the bar. There are random dudes who they get ooze.
Yeah,
they get woos. I
think they may have been on Dancing with the Stars.
Is that what it is?
Because they made a lot of Dancing with the Stars references.
And they could dance.
Yeah, and they were the whole thing was they were dancers.
I think you might be right.
That's my theory.
Yeah, because I didn't know who they were. I thought.
Yeah.
I was watching this with my mom, and we were both like, "Are those celebrities? Are we supposed to know who they are?"
Yeah.
My mom loved this episode, by the way.
Really?
No, she hated it. So the random dudes get oohs and ahs. Why? I don't know. I guess they might be from Dancing with the Stars.
That's my theory.
They're two brothers. I think their names are Max and Bill. They had some accent. I don't think they're American.
Yeah, South American is what I thought. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. They sit down. One says, "Oh, you're sisters? We're brothers. That's kinky hot." Then they take shots.
Yeah, and they celebrate that.
DJ takes a shot and declares, "That's not Sunny D." Joey walks in, does an impression of Neil deGrasse Tyson farting.
Yeah. I had a lot of hope with this, and it ended up just being him making fart noises.
Yeah. That's the joke, though.
Yeah.
That's funny. The kids don't laugh. Audience loved it. Yeah. Joey calls Ramona in. She walks in the doorway. She's holding a tablet, and she says she's binge watching the Sharknado trilogy. Binge watching the Sharknado trilogy.
Wow.
Is what she says.
Binge watch 3 movies.
It's just another worthless reference. Joey takes their devices. He runs away. He steals it from them. He locks it in some drawer. He has already set up a table full of squirt guns and Nerf guns.
That was fast.
Yeah, he did that quickly. I guess he did that before going upstairs.
Wonder if he brought that on the plane.
Maybe
he
just
said he
left it.
stored it in the basement or something.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised he actually addressed that.
Yeah.
Like where
think
did the guns come
I think
from?
he said that.
That's good. I'm proud of Fuller House for that, because they could have. It would be in their character just not
let it go.
acknowledge it. So he takes the blanket or the sheet off of the guns, and this causes Max to declare, "Holy chalupas!" There's an Arby's poop joke.
Oh yeah.
That going to Arby's makes you poop a lot. I think Joey said that. There's a silly string fight.
Yep. It's pretty sad.
DJ and Stephanie talk about past episodes again. I guess that's the writer's way of just filling time, or just, I don't know, making them seem productive. They just reference past episodes that other people wrote.
They can't do enough references to, like quality lines, so they have to just describe scenes.
They have to describe scenes from past episodes.
Yeah.
And sometimes the show gets so lazy that it actually shows them. Does that happen in this episode? It might. I don't know. I don't remember.
Maybe if we talk through it and we get to the end, we'll remember.
I probably wrote it down if it did. The brothers fake laugh, by the way, at Stephanie and DJ talking about what they did as kids. They just fake laugh because they don't care.
Yeah.
No one cares.
It shows how, like, this is what it's like to watch it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as going to a bar and listening to two girls explain it.
Exactly. It's just like, oh, okay.
Oh, wait, this isn't funny. This isn't enjoyable.
This isn't funny at all. There's a smash cut to Macy Gray. They go from them telling stories to a smash cut to Macy Gray, and that really shook me. That was surprising. I did not expect the smash cut to Macy Gray, causing Steph to shout, "Oh my God, it's Macy Gray!" And she's right. It was Macy Gray.
Yeah, she was correct.
So this is the first black person on Fuller House. 3 episodes in, first black person with speaking lines. There were 2 black people in the background, which
were there?
They didn't have lines.
Yeah,
the actual characters.
Macy Gray was very reluctant.
She was really phoning it in.
It didn't seem like she enjoyed it at all.
I wrote that down as well. She was really phoning it in. I don't blame her.
Yeah.
If somebody asked me to be on Fuller House and said, "Oh, you get like $500,"
yeah, give me the check.
I'd be like, "Yeah, okay, I'll do it." But I'm not gonna like it.
I have to perform one of my songs.
Yeah.
So it can be marketing and the check.
My upcoming album. So Macy Gray's there at some club.
Some random club near their house.
Yep. Kimmy says, "I love your Thanksgiving Day parade." My mom groaned at this.
That's good. That's the fitting response.
Fernando, Kimmy's ex-husband, comes in.
Mm-hmm. It's a small club, and there's a lot of people they know.
It's apparently a small city, too. San Francisco, apparently not a lot of places to go. There's a Macy Gray performance. She seems actively upset to be there. Mm-hmm. Fernando and Kimmy start dancing. Really strange sequence that was.
Yeah.
Very
sudden.
She says, "Oh, I can't resist your wiggling," because his whole body's wiggling. I think I gagged. The brothers turn out to be professional dancers, apparently.
Yeah, that's why I think they're Dancing with the Stars.
They must be.
Because then they also made a reference to Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
How do you learn this? Oh, I learned it on Dancing with the Stars.
I learned it on Dancing with the Stars. I watch it every week.
And then he talks about the scheduling. Like, well, you can't because it's only on in a certain season.
It alternates with The Bachelorette.
Mm-hmm.
This whole dance sequence is unbelievably choreographed. Obviously, they have to choreograph it, but they're doing like not flips, but spins.
There's a lot of
and near flips.
Yeah.
You obviously have to choreograph it. It's a television show.
Mm-hmm.
But that much? DJ's doing like spins around this man. Anyway.
Yeah. It didn't seem necessary to the plot in any way.
No, it was just kind of a visual.
Because then one scene later, they're done with it.
Right.
And they moved on to the next thing.
Yeah, as you mentioned, one of the brothers asks DJ, "Where'd you learn those dance moves?" And she says, "Oh, I watch Dancing with the Stars every week." Because she was on it. She was on it.
Okay.
You get it?
This is news to me.
She was on Dancing with the Stars. I think it was season 18 or something. Audience loved it, obviously, because they referenced real life. I live in real life. That's funny. Fernando's with another girl. Who cares? Kimmy's jealous. Who cares?
They've already addressed that he cheats.
Yeah.
Is it really that much of a shock that he did it again?
When they're separated, too.
Yeah.
I guess the controversy comes from they were dancing with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So she felt like, oh, you shouldn't. Who cares?
Yeah.
The living room is messy. Back to the Full House.
Okay.
The living room is messy. Joey leaves the house. They don't show this.
He's gone.
They don't show this, but he leaves the house and he knocks on the front door. He rings the bell and he says, "Pizza delivery guy." And he pretends to be the pizza guy and he shoots them with a water gun for entirely too long. He shoots them for about 15 seconds. And the audience starts off, ha 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 ha. And then, 6 seconds later, they're like, ha 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 ha.
It just keeps on going.
And then by the end, it was near silence with him just squirting them with the gun. Interesting decision.
It should also be noted, they were really excited about pizza.
Yeah.
Which means they're probably not fed.
Probably very hungry.
Yeah. And then
they're probably very hungry.
They're like, oh, finally, he brought us food.
Yeah.
Like, nope. Still, you're going to be hungry.
I'm going to chase you around the house with my toy guns.
Max was very upset.
Yeah.
He was probably starving.
Max is not happy. Then Joey takes the toilet paper leaf blower. This is an example of Chekhov's gun because they mentioned the leaf blower earlier. He did. And then they used it. They're using it now. And the crowd woos. And then Joey does an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. I think he says, "You have been wiped."
Mm-hmm.
So, still doing Arnold impression. Still got that in
all
his
the same
repertoire.
Impressions.
There's a dance off at the club. Back at the club,
Mm-hmm.
dance off. It's apparently a big deal. All the characters care about it. DJ and Kimmy do the Dirty Dancing routine. Stephanie sings with Macy Gray because the entire universe revolves around the Tanner / Fuller / Gibbler family.
Yeah, they just let her on stage.
They let her on stage. Macy Gray's like, "Oh, I'm gonna need help singing, Stephanie." Macy Gray said that to Stephanie. The brothers also dance with each other.
Yep.
That was funny.
They abandoned.
Funny. They were the most entertaining part of this episode, just because they're so into each other. DJ guilts Fernando into losing, and then they use the brothers to catch Kimmy on the big Dirty Dancing moment where she
the big
runs
leap.
towards. So the brothers just catch them and they win. They cheated, though.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a good point.
They cheated.
It wasn't just DJ and
No, the Fernando and the girls should win.
Yeah.
Because they didn't cheat.
It's true.
Anyway, but yeah, everything worked. They won.
Everything's tightened up, cleaned up.
Kimmy then says, "Nobody puts Gibbler in a corner," obviously a reference to Dirty Dancing. And DJ actually says, "Good one, Kimmy," which that's what I kind of said. But I think they were both sarcastic. No, hers was sincere, I think she said, "Good one, Kimmy," and it was sincere. Great. DJ starts thanking everybody on stage. She starts kind of babbling on.
You got it.
I guess she's drunk. They did take tequila shots. Macy Gray says, "What am I doing here? I won a Grammy." And that's a great question, Macy. What are you doing here? That is the most self-aware the show has been. With Macy Gray, Grammy Award-winning Macy Gray saying, "What am I doing here?" I don't know.
Yeah.
Great question. So then the three kids have set up an elaborate trap for Joey when he walks in the front door. It's slime.
I don't understand how they designed
so
it.
quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like physics masters.
Yeah, a lot of knowledge.
I wouldn't be able to do that with like 3 weeks. So the three kids drop slime on the guess who? The three women coming in.
Thought it was Joey.
They thought it'd be Joey. Then Joey comes in and says, I think he says something like, "A beautiful plan gone horribly wrong," and the crowd laughs.
So he was hanging out with the three.
I guess he was just outside smoking or something.
So he was just like, "Oh yeah, you guys go."
Yeah, you guys go. Oh, you guys go in. It'll be fine in there.
Yeah. I'll be right behind you.
Maybe he was just walking around up and down the street again, leaving the kids alone at like 2 a.m. A lot of questions for this. Then Stephanie says, "How rude," because they've got the slime on them.
Yep.
And then the kids get Joey with the slime, with the gun, and the episode ends. That's how the episode ends.
Yep.
So what did we learn from this episode of Fuller House? What was the message behind this episode? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm curious.
Okay.
What is the episode?
So now I'm going to tell you. It was split into technology isn't good.
Right. And
for some reason
toy
they
guns
went
are.
to talk all about that.
Right.
And then they also talked about how DJ is going to go out more.
Right. How she needs to start moving on. Yeah. Maybe don't get Joey to drive 9 hours.
Does this mean like one of the three, Joey, Jesse, Danny, they're going to have to come back
I think we should just assume for the rest of the series that they have to drive 6 or 9 hours
every time
they want to go out. And they do it with no questions asked. Again, that's fine. Okay, sure. We'll just assume that. Yeah, I guess the message was, I mean, the first episode, the message I think was like, oh, family is always going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 2, I forget what episode 2 even was.
Episode 2 was about moving in.
And
Max
just kind of,
Jackson.
Like appreciating family and appreciating your siblings especially.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess this one was time to move on from your dead husband. That seems like what it was.
Without even talking about the dead husband.
Without a reference. And
just
also,
talk about being a mom.
Yeah, and also technology is bad. I hate that message. I hate it.
So cliche.
And that toy guns and Nerf guns are somehow better.
I mean, the Nerf guns didn't lead to a good conversation like Joey said they would.
No, he just locked them away. Yeah, he left.
He left the house.
I'm going to assume that the phones are still in that drawer and he has the key.
Yeah, it's
and
the
he's
equivalent.
Going back to the Venetian. He's got shows to do.
He went straight to Las Vegas, then came back in time to Slime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another great episode of both this podcast and of Fuller House. Looking forward to episode 4. I can't even imagine what joys it's going to bring.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Goodbye.